What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again. Okay, first of all, that was kind of rude. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? All right, but we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 11, episode 2, South Peach. Okay, so Portia, she down there. Um, in Miami. This is a continuation from last week where, Dennis gave her this box. We all knew that it wasn't a ring, it was a Rolex watch or whatever. And so she was smart enough to know that it wasn't no ring. He did give her a necklace as well later on. And they do dinner. She go get dressed again, put on this dress that was choking the shit out of her, you know. And I will say, like, it's so odd how they're focusing so much on Portia this season so far. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if she really got all this, attention in any other seasons like this much when it first starts off. You know what I'm saying? Almost like she one of the main girls now. And we know her little story history with the show. How she had her falling off and her comeback and her falling off and her comeback with the girls or whatever. So it's just I don't know what they're trying to do, but I'm gonna watch it, okay? I'm just gonna say, they do their thing, and she had the lady come over there try to undo her dress. That was funny. I'm like, girl, why you sitting there doing this? Cause the shit choking her and all that stuff. She wanna fuck old dude. That's fine. After all that, I would have gave him some too. Trust and believe. It is what it is. Okay, you did all this shit you deserve. All right, what you want? On the platter, on the table, on what? What you want? Have it your way like Burger King, bitch. Okay, but at the same time, you got Portia, this scene right here. When they getting ready the next day to get ready to go, whatever, Portia is supposed to be getting ready to get the girls together. The girls coming down. They're all in the van, and Marlo trying to figure out how it that she got invited to the thing, because her and Portia had their love falling out when they was in Barcelona. That was part of the reason why Portia left Barcelona, because she couldn't take the heat that was coming from Portia and Candy. Was it Candy too? Either way, it was mainly Marlo as too. And so that happened, and everybody was just like, well, at this point, especially Candy, since this is for Nene, and going trying to support her with her ordeal going on with Greg or whatever, we can come together and we can be cool, we can be calm, we can be whatever. And Candy said, but if it would have been just her and Portia, it would have been a no. We already knew that, okay? We knew that last week when you got on that phone and she said, bitch, it was just us going, and you was like, let me think about that. No, okay? But we get back to Portia in the hotel with Dennis. She picking a fight with this man because he wouldn't let her use his toothbrush. My stomach literally just turned, did some flips, like it wanted, like all I'm thinking about is you spreading gingivitis, you spreading all the tartar sauce that's in your mouth, you spreading all the plaque that's in your goddamn teeth, that's leftover particles and bacteria and all that funky shit that's coming off of his tongue, off his teeth, off his jaws, off his cells, off his everything. And because it don't all come off in a wash, okay? It don't all come off in a wash all the time. That's why you gotta fucking change your toothbrush a lot of times, bitch. All right, and you are up here getting your feelings because he wouldn't let you use his toothbrush, and then go say, well, you ain't had no problem when we used it at home, but now you're gonna have a problem now. I can't use this toothbrush too soft or whatever. Let me use your toothbrush. Okay, bitch, since you wanna argue, let's argue. Where was you last night? Okay, I went to the club with my boys or whatever. He in the same building, so I went down there to kick it with him. Oh, you went down there to kick it with him? How long did you stay down there? About an hour or so. Nor one, because we got through eating around 1:30 or whatever the fuck, and then it was like 4 something in the morning, and I text you, call you, asking you, are you okay? But you went, oh, bitch, whatever. I said, Portia, what the fuck? Okay, I ain't want to let the crazy out. I ain't want to let the crazy out. I ain't want to let the crazy out, but I'm letting the crazy out. I said, girl, you doing a little bit too fucking much for me right about now, okay? Because, no, girl. No, girl. I said, bitch, put that bitch back into the bag and calm the fuck down, all right? You're doing a lot. She's acting, I don't know how I feel when you see grown ass women or grown ass people, period, acting so overly giddy about a relationship. They're acting not their age in a relationship as if it's their first relationship. And, Portia is coming off a bit thirsty. Okay. She's trying to get this ring. She keep putting it out there that she wants this ring, this ring, this ring. Okay, we get it. You love this man. If this really love, I don't know. It's just doing a little bit much for me. She's acting as if this is her first relationship. She's 20 years old and she don't know what to do with herself. And she's coming from not being a hoe no more to trying to be marriage material. That's what it feel like. Okay, so with her whole tendencies and shit like that. I ain't calling her a hoe, but that's what it's coming off as. You know what I'm saying? When you take a bitch out the whole life and they still trying to get the shit together, that's what it's coming off as. But moving on from that, the girls finally get to Miami. They looking at the hotel. Of course, Portia said she the one that made the hotel reservation. She the one that made the room. She picked the rooms and all this stuff, so nobody won't be arguing over the room. And if any bitch got a problem with, talking about the size of the room, they just selfish as fuck. Okay, which is true. Here's my take on this whole thing. You plan a trip, then you can get yourself the biggest room, okay? You plan a trip, you pay for the trip, then you can get yourself the biggest room. Until then, don't be complaining about what type of room you got. Candy got the second biggest room. Of course, Portia, I didn't know she was going to stay there, but we saw later that she was. She was going to have the first biggest room, the penthouse, because she put this stuff together. So that makes sense. And then, all the other girls, they got other rooms. And Marlo had the smallest room. Marlo, bitch, you should have known you was going to have a small room, or you shouldn't have been surprised that your room was as small as it was, which really wasn't that bad, given that you only going to be there for a night or so. Okay? Wow, you can't suck it up for a night and a half or a day and a half or whatever. You can't suck that shit up. You up here complaining about it being small, bitch, as if you didn't have a conflict with Portia. The main reason why she left Barcelona last time y'all went on a trip. Come on now. Be glad that she thought enough to give your ass a room and not have you share a room with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, get a peach. Maybe you would get a room, but you'll never get a peach. So there's that. And how dare you complain over something that's free that you're not paying for? Bitches, goddamn, beggars can't be choosers, okay? Like, come on now. You could tell Marlo ain't grow up with no motherfucking money and no cool, and she just came up on some shit. That's why she acts and throw out labels and all this stuff all the goddamn time. Bitch, when she went up on that elevator and took Portia room, I said, Portia, if I was you, I'd snap on that hoe. But see, Portia played that shit off cool, okay? I will say that. I give them that. It wasn't no conflict in this episode. Nene, they're getting ready for the comedy show. This is her first comedy show since that Uber joke thing that happened last year, and since Greg been going through his diagnoses. um and she's also down there to open up her Swagalicious boutique, and that's cool. Greg, I didn't know he was managing her shows for the past 2 years, so that's nice that they work together. um Portia Portia had, got all the girls together. They met them at the comedy place or whatever. They go down there. Portia say hey to everybody. Everybody was receptive to her. Candy, Marlo, whatever, no big deal. She goes in there. She sees Nene. Hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. I needed this bitch to bring some laughter up in the place or whatever. Hey Greg, how you doing? It was really cute. It was really cute. And then, she said she was going to bring somebody with her and she didn't know who it is and all this stuff. And then not realizing that the special guest would be the girls, and they showed up. They said, hey, Nene was very appreciative of it. They was all very, being supportive of her, being supportive of Greg. They go to the show. Greg was talking about how he couldn't eat. Hasn't eaten in like a couple of days or so, and he was just hoping that food, stay down with him. As somebody who's know how it is to be around somebody who has cancer or whatever, when they doing chemo and all that other stuff, it messes up the whole insides. Okay, motherfuckers can't eat, and if they do, they put the smallest stuff in their mouth and they just ready to just throw it back up or whatever. It is one of the most terrible things to have to see somebody go through, especially a loved one. Okay, to go through all that stuff, and this shows your strength and their willpower and everything. So I give props and all of that to all the cancer fighters and survivors and the people that are around them that are hanging in and not leaving them behind and just being a support system because they need it. But she goes to the comedy show. She's like the host, and it's like a few comedians that's gonna be up there. It's an all female review. Lonnie Love gonna be there. Some other lady was there. Lonnie was close to her. Of course, Nene made a joke about eating pussy or whatever, calling Candy out or whatever. She called Lonnie delicious. They got this little thing going on. If you ever seen them on the reel, truth be told, allegedly, I think Lonnie didn't. Let me shut up. Because okay, let me shut up. I'm not even going to go there. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know what I was about to say because I just, but yeah. Okay. But anyway, it is what it is. Everybody's having a good time. They being supportive. The girls are on the front row. When the show is over with, they go on top of the roof of the hotel. Everybody's talking, everybody's eating, drinking, being merry, and they talking about Portia new man. Oh yeah, I got a new man. He not here yet. I mean, I was with him, the other night, but I'm staying at the hotel tonight with y'all. I'm staying at both places or whatever. I want to know what Dennis is out there doing. Why she out here doing her? What he out there doing? Him, okay, with whoever, And so at this point in time, Candy offers the advice, like basically saying, just slow down, be in a relationship with somebody, and don't be just looking for a ring automatically and all this stuff. And just, you don't want to appear as to be so thirsty and so, as if you're doing so much and trying to put so much pressure on the motherfucker to get you a ring so early into the thing or whatever. Like, that's your main goal. It wasn't nothing shady about it. I seen people on Twitter trying to say that, Candy was being shady or whatever. No, and because Portia said that's probably some general advice that she'll probably give to anybody, but, whatever. No, that was real because, Portia, you are coming off a little thirsty. I want the ring. I want the ring. That's what you coming off as. Like, girl, we get it. You love this man, or supposedly, allegedly, if you know the difference between love and lust, okay? You in it. And let it happen when it's supposed to happen. I cannot stand when people get into relationships and they put time limits like, so far like into a relationship as to, well, by this date you better have given me a ring or else I'm out. And I understand people have their shit planned out sometimes and they know what they want, but I like when stuff flow more organically. Like, let it flow. When it happens, it's gonna happen when it happens, okay? But I mean, that don't mean be in a relationship for 10 plus years and you still waiting on the goddamn ring, bitch. It's time for you to get the fuck up out of there, okay? But don't appear so thirsty. And that's how Portia been appearing, so thirsty. It's one thing to be head over heels in love, but it's also another thing to just, be doing too much. And then this bitch started talking about the toothbrush situation. Okay, y'all, tell me this. Do y'all feel a way about, using your mate's toothbrush? And they said, girl, what? Bitch, what? The fuck what? You serious? That's nasty as shit, bitch. I said, Portia, you need to get your shit fucked up because you wrong for that. All right? You wrong for that. Okay? All right? That's nasty. That is nasty. I don't care. Let me put that in the comments. Do y'all do that shit? Okay, I know couples that eat off of each other's plates and stuff like that. People feed each other with the same forks and stuff like that. I still feel some type of way about that. Like, ugh, no. Okay, but that's a difference between that's it's the difference between from feeding somebody a fork, off the same fork, and then putting a whole ass toothbrush in your mouth and swishing it up and then scrubbing and doing all that stuff. Whatever loose particles that wasn't taken out of that goddamn toothbrush just then loosened up and came up into your goddamn mouth. Then you didn't put your shit on his toothbrush and then he finna put it. That is like sharing goddamn gum. Kids used to do that shit, okay? Kids used to do that shit, and I just don't understand it. But all right, the girls get to the hotel. They see that Portia got her room taken by Marlo, but they just had a little good time with it. She got her room back, Candy was on the phone talking to Todd about the whole thing, and Marley, Eva and Mike, and what's her name? Cynthia talking to Mike. Eva talking to Michael about everything that's going on. And of course, Candy's like she knows some tea on Dennis, but she didn't want to say nothing. Ty said, "Yeah, just keep it to yourself. Let's stay out of it. Let her do what she got to do. Okay, let her be what she got to be." And after that, everything was just cool from there. Even when Portia woke up and she saw that Marlo had left some of her stuff there, she was using some of Marlo's stuff. Marlo bring her little glam squad up into Portia's room or whatever, thinking that she wasn't gonna be in there, and she was still in there, and they just had a good time just joking on each other and coming to the realization that they really do kind of fuck with each other. And they even let bygones be bygones and not realizing what it was that made them fall out in the first place. And they got over that situation, and now they good Judies for the most part. They getting ready to go to Nene's opening event, and it's a lot of people up in there, and these motherfuckers could not walk a block and a half just to go to the event. Okay, they wanted to get an Uber. Portia and Marlo. Now, see, this is the thing. You can be fashionable, bomb as fuck, but you can still dress for the occasion and still be bombing shit. And when I say dress for the occasion, if you're gonna be standing up all the time, you ain't gotta have no heels on that's gonna be fucking up your feet or whatever. You can get some fashionably cute shoes, little casual shoes. They ain't gotta be all homely looking or whatever. They can be some cute little sneaks, some cute little casual shoes or whatever, some little sandals and all that stuff, so that you can be comfortable walking a couple of blocks, okay, or standing for long periods of time. Get you a little sundress like Eva said. Eva Eva is gonna be the one to watch for some reason, because this bitch been throwing shots. Okay, she was throwing shots last week at Cynthia. I didn't understand that shit, but then she was throwing shots this time at Marlo, and that was understandable. Okay, she was just not featuring Marlo this whole time, and I get it. I get it. You know. They get to the hotel, and to the opening. They see Greg. They see Nene. Nene is thankful that they came. So for right now, everybody's cool. Everybody's calm. Everybody's collected. Everybody's very supportive. And that shit ain't gonna last too goddamn long. Greg had a little episode where he was overheating, so he go stand outside. And I love the fact that they all came to his aid, and was trying to cheer him up and having him crack jokes and being on his mama Tina with his little corny jokes and all this stuff, and it was cute. But like I said, this is the calm before the storm that's sure to come, because it wouldn't be Real Housewives of Atlanta if everything was all cheery and rosy. It's gonna be some drama that's gonna pop up. Once again, this is the Real Housewives. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. It really wasn't much, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.